so loud. It's gonna be so loud.
It's gonna be so loud.
Sorry, heel wife. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Them Wrestling Guys. I'm Sean, and this is Old Man Matt.
Yes.
And we are doing 60-second squash. Matt, what's our first subject?
Our first subject is, well, I look like an old man, and somebody probably feels like an old lady because Alexa Bliss injured her shoulder. She is out for who knows how long, and I feel bad for her. Damn woman can't cut a break. She gets a concussion, comes back, she gets another one.
Sorry, Thomas.
And I feel so bad for her. She's honestly one of the best. I think one of the best they have on the roster.
She's what, a
five-time
champ? SmackDown and Raw?
She won the SmackDown
Combined.
title, I think, twice, Raw 3.
Yeah.
Could be mistaken.
She's going to be missed. I don't know, shoulder injuries, usually they're out for a while, right?
Depending on how serious. I don't think there's any been reports on how serious it is.
Yeah.
Her last match was Hell in a Cell and they dropped the titles.
Yep. So, speedy recovery to Alexa. We love her.
Mm-hmm. Randy Orton, big news. Signed an extension. New contract. He is what? You said 2 years?
5 years.
5 years?
Yes, 5 years.
So I was right.
5-year extension.
Son of a bitch.
He's acting like he said it right earlier.
Oh, you really want to go there.
5-year extension for Randy Orton. Brilliant move by Vince. Stops talent from going to AEW. We both thought he was going to go to AEW. I think Randy would have been good in AEW, but again, with that whole maybe pushing older talent might not be a good thing. Maybe they didn't offer enough money. Maybe he was never going to go in the first place. Randy Orton's kind of a wild card, so you never know. Maybe he was just messing around.
Leverage. It's perfect. Lesnar's been doing it for years with WWE and UFC. He uses each of them as leverage against each other, so if that's what he was doing, it was brilliant.
Yep, and obviously Lesnar can do whatever he wants. So,
and like I said, Orton's been in the company since, well, he premiered on TV in 2002, so guy's been around for a long time. Speaking of AEW, and I kind of wish I remembered to talk about this last week. I completely forgot. So far the card, I'd say the main event for AEW Full Gear, Cody Rhodes challenging Jericho for the AEW Championship. It's been reported that in case, which I don't think it will, in case this goes to the 16-minute time limit, there's going to be judges at ringside. I don't know about you, but I've had enough of WWE trying to act like an MMA event with Cain Velasquez and Tyson Fury. I don't know how I feel about 60-minute draw. Let's go to judges to see who wins the matchup. I don't think it will, but it's just...
The fact that they're saying that might happen makes me think it's going to happen.
I know, but still, like, you put on a great match, have no winner, and let judges judge the winner?
Is Jericho going to go for 60 minutes at his age?
I think he still could.
We'll see, I guess. Honestly, I think that's a fucking stupid idea. I think it's stupid. I think it's just as bad as the time limits.
I mean, it's pro wrestling. It's not.
I don't like time limit draws. I hated when WWE used to do it. I hate when AEW does it. So I love AEW. I mean, I don't love it, but I do like it. I think they're a lot of talented people, but stop with the stupid shit.
Bray Wyatt winning the Universal Championship from Seth Rollins in Saudi Arabia. Honestly, one of the best moves that's been made in quite some time. Even better move, which we'll get to later. But there's been speculations about a new championship design. Now, he did show off on a Firefly Funhouse. He had new side plates with the pictures of the Fiend.
Yeah.
But there's been speculations based on a Twitter post that he actually might have a custom-made championship, which I saw the picture. If it's real, I'm okay with, because it's not like when John Cena changed the title to a spinner. It's like what Daniel Bryan did. He kept the design, he kept the logo, he just made it organic. He made it earth friendly. So same thing with Wyatt's title. If the thing is true, it looks like the title. It's just custom.
I have not seen it yet, but I did see the plates, and the plates were awesome. I'm okay with them changing the title. I'm okay with anybody changing the title to their specific style when they get it. I don't have a problem with that.
Smoking Skull being the best.
Smoking Skull probably is the best, yeah. It's like, oh, hell yeah.
But on to what I was mentioning, what was even better decision is the NXT Invasion.
Woo!
Now,
Woo!
they did report that it would be Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT, but we were not anticipating, which I'll get to after this, people being held up in Saudi Arabia. They were rushing to get a full show written and locked in, and they called up NXT talent, and it made perfect sense because there was nobody on SmackDown to help defend the show except guys who didn't go to Saudi Arabia, so it was perfect.
It was a perfect call, perfect time to do it, and even if it was by accident because they couldn't get back, it was amazing. I loved every minute of it. It was the best SmackDown I've ever seen in my life. Debate me. Go ahead. I dare you.
You can do that. It's personal preference.
Personal preference, but I'm right. Best SmackDown ever.
I mean, who didn't show up? I mean, Shayna Baszler,
Shayna
Adam
Baszler
Cole,
beat down Bayley. I love you, Shayna.
Roderick Strong, Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, Bianca Belair, Tegan Knox,
Adam Cole,
Rhea Ripley,
Daniel Bryan,
Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa and The Miz had an excellent match. Rhea Ripley and Tegan Knox's match was kind of a... I don't even remember hearing the bell ring, to be honest
I
with
think
you.
it was just a statement.
but then the bell rang when they won, because I think Mandy Rose tapped out. But I don't remember the bell ringing to start the match.
I think it was just a statement, pretty much.
I don't know if they missed that or if I don't know.
But back to Saudi Arabia, our last topic on this video. You know, we've heard stories about the infamous plane ride from hell. Well, in this case, this is the plane delay from hell.
Lesnar was okay, though.
Yeah, Lesnar caught his private jet, he left. Tyson Fury got a private jet, he left. But seriously, now WWE is doing whatever they can to say that this was due to a mechanical issue, that it was actually something wrong with the plane, which I don't agree with. Because if that's the case, I think they could have easily gotten them on a different plane.
It was different days, too. They were there for days, weren't they?
Yeah. So, honestly, there's rumors about money dispute between Vince and the Prince of Saudi Arabia, and the problem I have with this is you want your talent happy. Your talent's going to be frustrated that you're playing an egotistical game of who's got the
bigger dick.
Yeah, pretty much the bigger dick, the mightier sword, the bigger pen. It's just not good for business. And there's reports saying now that the relationship between them and Saudi Arabia, they want to expand. Apparently, they've expanded it. I don't know if that's the right call. If you're not happy, and AJ Styles apparently stood up and made a big speech to the talent about whatever. I don't know exactly what he said. We're not there in the locker room, but he stepped up as a leader, and so I just don't agree with it. I'd say just don't go back. Cut all ties.
They're not going to do that. They're probably going to go back again. And they broke a lot of ground. Lacey Evans and Natalya. First ever women's match in Saudi Arabia, even though they were dressed in, I don't know,
Power Ranger outfits.
I think you could only see their face.
And hands.
They had baggy t-shirts. But still, it was a great moment at the end. They embraced in the ring. Tears galore. It was a good moment for the women's revolution. So that was a good thing that happened in Saudi Arabia. The Fiend winning in Saudi Arabia was a good thing. I wish they had done it in the United States. F you, Vince. You gave us Hell in a Cell. And then you give the Saudi Arabia, you give them the finish that everybody wanted. So, you're a dick. I'm sorry.
Vince will never see this.
You'll never see it, but you're a dick, bro. Like, why do you got to do that shit? So there was a couple things good that happened, but for the most part, it was a solid 1 out of 10 pay-per-view. It was pretty trash. I didn't like a lot of it. I'm hoping that Survivor Series makes up for it, and I feel like it will.
And War Games.
War Games is going to be sick. Last year's War Games was awesome.
The whole weekend is going to be amazing. And we got 2 War Game matches, women and men. So definitely excited for that. But we'll get into that probably later on in a couple weeks as we get closer to the weekend and we preview the card.
Still giving this away too. So, we'll probably be doing this drawing. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. So you got 24 hours. A little less than 24 hours to enter. If you have not entered, So please do that. Go to that other video. Basically, just do it on this video too.
Yeah.
Comment who you want to see come to WWE or NXT from any brand. Who do you want to see come to WWE?
Yep. Anything.
That's all you got.
Indies to Japan, AEW.
We got a couple of good answers already.
Yep.
So, and we got other people already entered from before. So
One person.
One person what?
Call it right now. One person.
Can I do two?
Sure.
Briscoe brothers.
I'll do two. Tessa Blanchard and Marty Scurll.
Briscoe brothers and Dalton Castle. That's three, but Briscoe's count as one. That's who I want. That's all I got, guys. So stay tuned. Enter that contest, and we'll see you next time on 60 Second Squash.
William Shatner, everyone.